lift on up into Choctaw County. So if you're just joining us, we do have a tornado warning currently up for far northwestern Washington County for a possible tornado. This thunderstorm, radar indicated, with some rotation in it heading up towards Highway 84. That's going to bring it to the north up towards Highway 17. So you've got Milry right there, and the severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was about 9 miles to the south of Clara, and we've got one there as well. So actually 2 warnings up right now. This one here is for that cell there that's in Wayne County, and then this one here is for this cell here in Washington County. 2 warnings just popped up, only one in our forecast area. This one in Washington County, it looks like the rotation area is going to clip the very northwest corner of Washington County. It's going to pass between Milry and Waynesboro, and really in the next 3 or 4 minutes here is going to essentially be outside our forecast area. But because we do have a tornado warning technically up for a portion of our area right now, we wanted to break into programming and let you know what's going on. We just rolled out a Fox 10 News at 5 p.m. We've been tracking the severe weather threat for you on Fox 10 News. We're going to stay here with you with team coverage as we go through the evening hours, let you know what's going on, keep you posted on the warnings, and there will be more warnings popping up. I want to take an overview of the entire line so you can see how this is beginning to develop. These are isolated showers ahead of the main line. These are isolated thunderstorms and scattered thunderstorms ahead of the main line, and the main line itself is still west of Hattiesburg. So we've got a long ways to go before all of this clears the area. As expected, right around 6 p.m. we just got our first tornado warning for the area. It's far northwestern Washington County. It's going to continue rolling up into Choctaw County as it moves to the north. And looking at it, we're getting heavy thunderstorms with lightning and thunder in Greene and George counties. Some of these cells, as they gain latitude, as they move north, they've been showing more signs of rotation as they're in an environment that is more favorable for possible tornadic activity. Looking right now, you can see the lightning strikes right there. Here's Milry, here's Chatham, there's State Line, and then these red boxes, those are your tornado warned polygons. And so really a good portion of Wayne County, Mississippi, if you've got friends or relatives up that way, or you're down here around Greene County or in Washington County, think about traveling. Wayne County under multiple tornado warnings right now, and technically northwestern Washington County is included in this tornado warning. Looking at it with our velocity scan here, meteorologist Michael White is running the radar. It looks like this cell is just about outside the forecast area. The possible tornado, though, is going to be really close to the Cantwell community here, and we're just up above Mahaffey, and this is going to be in the far northwest corner of Washington County. That's where we're seeing the rotation right now. I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Michael White as we're tracking this with team coverage. And Michael, it looks like this one is on the far corner of our forecast area presently.
Yeah, it sure is, Jason. In all intents and purposes, really, it's barely in Washington County, because if you live in, for example, Milry, or if you live in Chatham, you are not impacted by this. Vinegar Bend, so 98% of Washington County, you are not in the tornado warning. It's only for this northwestern corner right there that basically includes Mahaffey and also a section of Bratton Leach Road, and that's going to be working its way to the north and east. But the possible tornadic cell is right there where I'm pointing at it with the arrow. So it's going to be crossing its way just to the north and east between Waynesboro and Silas. So it's going to be outside of Washington County within the next couple of minutes. And once it is, we'll eventually get you back to programming. But understand that this is going to be the first of more than likely many, many warnings that we're going to be watching throughout the night, because the environment is very favorable to see these things, because where these thunderstorms are firing off in our area, even though it's only a select portion of the area getting rain and storms, these are all ahead of the main line because the actual line itself is still west of New Orleans. Now, that's what's going to come rolling through here about 8, 9 o'clock. So by the time a lot of you are thankfully not on the roads, don't have any activities planned, is when the worst of the weather is going to be hitting the most people. And then after midnight tonight and 1 a.m., we're going to see things beginning to calm back down across sections of the Gulf Coast. But for the next several hours, especially the next 6 to 8 hours, You need to make sure you're staying weather aware, have a way to get those warnings. Know that the storms are loud. They're producing a lot of lightning and thunder, heavy rain, but also gusty winds, hail, and as we've seen, the possibility of tornadoes. So we'll pull up the watch warning map so you can get a pretty broad look at everything we're dealing with area-wide. And we do have a tornado watch that's in play till 11 o'clock tonight. That is with this yellow color that you see there on the map. That's a tornado watch till 11 o'clock. And then the dark shades of red are flash flood warnings, which includes places like Meridian, Mississippi, and then where you see the bright red, those are the active tornado warnings, which is in play until 6:45. That'll be in play till 6:45, but that little sliver of Washington County is not going to be in play until 6:45. As you look at the velocity display, it looks like the rotation signature is officially moving out of that little sliver of Washington County, Jason, and it's going to be working its way more over towards Silas and locations along Alabama Highway 17 that are north of Washington County.
So it's headed up into Choctaw County right now, and I want to show you one other thing before we get back to programming. We're going to be watching just to the south down here as Michael was showing us the rotation showing up on radar, but because we have that cell that just clipped Washington County, we're going to have to watch everything that's coming up from the south. And right in through here and right in through here, we also have some rotating thunderstorms. We've got one right now in Greene County, just to the north and near Leakesville. Highway 45 just up above state line, getting up close to Buckatuna, and that's going to be tracking up into Washington County as well. So as of right now, the one rotation area that was impacting Washington County is now out of the area.